something big that I want to wear a lot of makeup to and it looks super fancy, I did add falsies to this look, and you don't have to if you don't want to. But yeah, this is a little glam look that I like to do pretty often, so if you'd like to see how I got this, then keep on watching.
So I'm just starting off with my Benefit Hello Flawless foundation, and I'm in the color beige. I'm just going to pump some out onto the back of my hand and dot it on my face, and I'm blending this all in with my damp black beauty blender. And the key to this look is honestly just blending, and because it is a pretty glam look, I wanted a very nice full coverage. So I do go on with 2 pumps of this foundation in 2 layers. So here's my second layer of it, and I'm just dabbing this on with the actual beauty blender this time. And I'm just blending away. I'm actually avoiding the under eye area because I don't want to put too many products under there, as I don't want it to get pretty cakey, because I do later go on with a corrector as well as a concealer, and so I'm just going to avoid that area with the foundation. I'm here just rolling my beauty blender over my face to even out the foundation, and I'm taking my Tarte Kabuki Airbrush Finish Foundation brush, and I'm just blending my whole face in to make sure everything's blended in nicely. Here I go in with my Bobbi Brown Concealer Corrector. I'm in the shade Honey, and I'm just taking my Real Techniques brush, and I'm just dabbing this underneath my eyes as well as over my eyes as a little bit of a base to correct my under eyes, and I'm just using dabbing motions. You can see the difference of what this does, and it's absolutely amazing. One of my favorite products. And here I just go in over the other eye, and I'm doing the same thing, and I'm doing this in a triangular motion just to cover up any discoloration I have in any of my eye bags. And I'm going over the top of it again, just as a concealer corrector to make my whole skin one color. Just blending that all in. Here's me just jamming away to something, not sure what. And then I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the number 25 Sand, and I'm drawing large upside down triangles underneath my eyes to just highlight as well as conceal my under eyes. My under eyes are one of my main concerns, which is why I go in with a lot of product underneath them. So again, just drawing the upside down circles and highlighting on the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my forehead, Cupid's bow, and underneath my chin. And I'm just blending that away with a damp beauty blender. Just dabbing at that because I don't want to move the product, I just want to blend it all in, so dabbing is the best motion. So to set that, I'm using my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm taking the smaller beauty blender, and I'm just dabbing a lot of that product underneath my eyes. I want to ensure that this stays underneath my eyes for the whole night, and I don't want it to crease or I don't want it to move. So I'm putting a lot of product underneath my eyes to ensure that it all stays. And I'm also doing this in triangular motions to also brighten up my under eye area and lift up that part of my face. I'm now brushing all of this away, as well as some extra powder on the rest of my face to set the rest of my face, and I'm brushing this away using a Real Techniques Bold brush and going all over my face with that. And I'm taking that same Laura Mercier translucent powder and putting it over my eyes to put it as a nice base. I'm then going in with my Tarte contour stick. This is the dual-ended contour and highlight stick, and just contouring the regular places, hollows of my cheeks, forehead, underneath my chin and my jawline. And I'm gonna just blend that all in using my MAC Absolutely Perfect, I love it, and I'm just blending that all in. This is where I realized I forgot to contour my nose, so I'm just taking that same Tarte contour stick and going over the sides of my nose and a little bit on top of it, and I'm going to blend this all in using my fingers. I like to use my fingers because I want a very natural look, and my fingers have nice oils in it that will blend that all out. And then taking my Tarte palette from the Holiday palette, and this bronzer is called Social Butterfly, and I'm just going to set all the places where I originally contoured. Now it's time for my brows, and I'm taking the Nudes palette by Maybelline, and I'm taking the farthest color on the top row on the right, and using my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush number 12, and I'm just filling in my brows, and I'm just putting an arch to the brows, and then I'm going to fill them in where they're sparse. And eyebrows are twins, not sisters, so I try to make them look as even as possible, but they will never look even, and that's just how brows are. So I'm just filling in the front just a tad, and then I draw the arch because that's where my hairs are kind of sparse. Then going in with my brow gel by Maybelline, and I'm just combing through my brows to make sure that they stay in place. I'm now taking my Makeup Forever HD eyeshadow palette. This is in the number 1 Nudes You Need, and I'm taking that bottom color over there, which is S102, and I'm taking that on a blending brush, and I'm just putting that in the crease of my eye as well as the outer corner, and extending that outside my eye just a tad into a V shape, and then going again blending that into the inner corner, into the crease of my eyes. And I'm doing the same thing on the other eye, just blending that into the crease and taking it a tad into the outer corner. I look just a tad crazy here, but that's alright because once we blend it all in. So that was S55-6, and I'm taking that on a blending brush and just blending that into the exact same places where I put this, and extending that just a tad bit onto the actual eyelid. Now I'm taking a bit of it's a flatter brush, and I'm taking I-514, and I'm putting that on the actual lid as well as the inner corner of my eyes. And this is that little pop of color, and it's a nice base for what I'm going to do next. I'm now taking the L'Oreal Color Infallible in 027 Gold Mine, and I'm taking that on a flat brush, and I'm spraying some Fix Plus on there, and you're just going to take that and put that onto the lid of my eye. And I'm just patting that all over the lid. Take that same brush that has left over a bit of that brown, and I'm blending that into the inner corner, into the crease, and I'm doing the same thing on the other eye. Sorry, this is covered by my palette so much. I move out a little bit, and I'm going that into the inner corner, and I'm just patting that all over, and I'm going back into that brown color, and I'm blending that into the crease. And just to ensure that it's all blended and it doesn't look there's no harsh lines. I'm now taking my Smashbox eyeliner, and I am tight lining with this. This is just to give your lashes a fuller effect. Because I wear contacts, this irritates my contacts just a tad, so my eyes go a little red, but don't mind that. I'm now going with my Stila eyeliner. This eyeliner is so easy to use, I absolutely love it. It's in a felt tip form. And I'm just drawing a thin line on my lid. And I'm just going to wing that out just ever so slightly. And connect that back to the actual line on my lid. same thing on the other eye. Just evening out the wings. And there we go. I'm now going with my L'Oreal Voluminous Lashes mascara, and I'm just putting that on my top lashes. And I'm not going too heavy with this because I am going to put in false lashes. I'm going with my Huda Beauty lashes in number 7 Samantha. I just have some glue on it, just letting the glue dry. And then I'm just going to place them on the top of my lids. I like to do this with my hands. I find it's the easiest way. I find that tweezers don't work so well with me. And I'm just placing it onto my actual lid as close to my lash line as possible. The inner corner would not stick, so I had to like play with that for just a little bit. Other lash, and I put that on. This lash did not stick as well as the other lash, and I think that was because I hadn't waited long enough with the glue. So I'm just going to play around with this lash until it fits to where I wanted it to fit. And again, as I said earlier, the lashes in this look are totally optional. I just felt like going super glam for this look, so I decided to put the lashes on. And I'm now taking that same mascara again, and I'm blending in my original lashes with the false lashes. And I'm also going in on the bottom lashes and just putting that mascara on there. And of course, what is a makeup look with me without getting some sort of makeup on my face where I don't want it? So I then go in and I just get this mascara off with my fingers, and then I go on again with that concealer and I highlight the bridge of my nose. And I'm taking my beauty blender and I'm blending this all out. And now I'm taking my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle, and I'm highlighting on the top of my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, and all that fun stuff, and my brow bones. I am now taking my Clinique blush in the shade 146, and I'm just gonna blend that into the apples of my cheeks to add a little color. I'm now taking my NYX lip primer and putting that over my lips. I'm now going to go in with MAC Amplified and just go over my lips as well. And then once I put this on, I was like, it's too pink, so I wanted to mix it with another color and get it a little browner. So I'm gonna now go in with MAC Lucid, and I've loved this a lot, so which is why it's so flat. And I'm just gonna go over that MAC Amplified and make it a tad orangier into like a terracotta kind of color. And this is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys have got brown eyes, this eyeshadow will really bring out the actual brown in your eyes, and I find that it complements brown eyes a lot, but if you've got other colored eyes, it'll work too. So if you did enjoy this, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, and comment down below. I hope to see you guys next time. Loves.